Today I'm looking at a mechanical gaming keyboard from Thermaltake. This is their eSports line, and it's the Poseidon Z, or Z if you prefer, RGB keyboard. Now what sets this apart from many others on the market is its 32-bit microprocessor along with true RGB lighting, and as well it comes with a 5-year warranty. This is an awesome looking box that has lots of pictures as well as features and specifications about the product on it, plus it indicates which version it is, whether it's the brown or the blue edition. The keyboard actually comes in this bubble wrap bag, and below it is warranty information and a quick installation guide. Now this keyboard comes with Kale switches and not Cherry MX switches. Is that a concern? Well, yes and no. If you're super fussy and you like the longevity as well as the responsiveness from Cherry MX switches, then you'd have to select another keyboard. Obviously, Kale switches, though, in my opinion, are very close in almost every respect. The good thing about a keyboard with Kale switches, and especially this one, it comes with a 5-year warranty, remember, so they're really standing behind the Kale switches, is that the keyboard is going to be a little more affordable. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to give you a bit more information on the different switch types. So I'll first start off with black. Black switches are excellent for gaming, but they're not so great for typing. They have no tactile bump or audible click. Now red switches are the same as black, but with less resistance. Brown switches are the best overall. They're great for gaming and for typing. They have a tactile bump, but no audible click. The blue switches are superb for typing. They have a tactile bump and audible click. Green switches are the same as blue, but has a much stiffer spring. And finally, clear switches, well, they're similar to brown, but has a much stiffer spring and a more noticeable tactile bump. Now, since these are brown switches, and thank goodness because I prefer them, they're super quiet. Now, speaking of longevity, it has a 50 million keystroke life cycle. As you can see here, there are 7 multimedia keys, and I'll go over the layout and other keys in just a minute. Also has 5 game profiles, plus 512 kilobytes of onboard memory. The polling rate is 1000 hertz, and if you want bling bling, this certainly does have it, with all kinds of effects, and you can do 16.8 million colors. It is fairly heavy at 995 grams. Very substantial keyboard overall. It measures in at 440 by 133 by 37 millimeters, and it has a rubber 1.8 meter cable. Despite its compact size, this is a full-size keyboard with a number pad, but note there's no armrest, and that could be a deal breaker for some because after all, it's a gaming keyboard and you're going to be using this for extended periods. Okay, so let's go over the keys and the switches. You can see there that on the space bar is the Thermaltake logo, a Windows key again, the 7 multimedia keys, and on the fly macro recording key, as well as brightness keys, as well as the 5 profile keys and an N key 6 key rollover switch. Plus at the top right, you've got a control Windows key switch. What does this do? Well, you know that Windows key that's at the bottom left-hand corner of the keyboard close to the control key? Well, if you want to turn that Windows key into a control key because, well, you're hitting the Windows key all the time and it's a nuisance, then this switch will do that. Very nice to have. And of course, to enable a lot of these keys, you'll need to press the function key first. And they have LED indicators here, like, for example, if you do press this control Windows key switch, you can see that, well, you've disabled the Windows key. And if, for example, you press the caps lock, well, this LED will come on. Or if you want to do the N key rollover, well, there you go. It's indicated here. As I mentioned previously, it comes with a 1.8 meter rubber cable. It would have been nice if this was braided. It has a USB end and can be positioned in 3 different places, coming straight out, to the left, or to the right. Also at the bottom are 5 soft rubber feet, and these feet, which flip, and I prefer to have the keyboard tilted myself, also has rubber on them. So the keyboard, when it's down on the desk, is really not going to go anywhere, and that's great for a gaming keyboard. As well, at the back, you've got an information sticker. Now, the brains behind this and why it's fully programmable and has major bling bling is because they use the latest 32-bit ARM Cortex-M0 microcontroller and a 16-bit depth LED controller. Now let's quickly go through the software. At the top right-hand corner, you can switch between the 5 different profiles. As you can see right now, it's in game mode. But if I press that button at the top right-hand corner of the screen, you know that Control Windows key switch. Well, you switch between normal and game mode. With it back to game mode, you can select any key just about and do key assignments. On the right hand side, well, macros are not a problem, and also all kinds of lighting options. You've got the brightness, which you can adjust, the color, any color at all, and you've got the different effects. As well, there's fine adjustments to the zones, the flow direction, left to right, the speed, as well as the effect rolling, and you can have it static, pulse, or spectrum circling. So now let's have a look at the lighting. First of all, I'm going to change the color to blue. I'll apply it. And this is obviously with it fully lit. One solid color. This is the reactive effect. This is the arrow flow effect. The wave effect. And the ripple effect. What you've got here is a sexy looking, feature-rich, mechanical gaming keyboard with lots of bling bling at an affordable price. And one of the main reasons it's affordable is because of their choice of switches. Kale instead of Cherry MX. Is that a concern? For most gamers, no. If you're doing this professionally, well, maybe. Kale switches are very close in every respect to Cherry MX. They feel about the same. The life cycle mightn't be as long, but I mean, you know, 50 million keystroke life cycle with this, plus Thermaltake is backing you on the keyboard, a 5-year warranty. And usually keyboards come with a 1 or maybe a 2-year warranty, so that's awesome. Now, it doesn't come with an armrest. For some, that could really be something that you are looking for because, I mean, let's face it, usually when you're gaming, you are doing so for quite a while, and an armrest can, in some cases, help. It would have been nice if they had an option so you can snap one on. But you know what? Considering all the features that this offers and the price, the overall scope of everything about this keyboard, it deserves a kick-ass award. Until next time, take care.